Today we're going to do a quick demonstration on how to mount the TacMount onto your X10 platform. As you'll notice here, these are your main components. You have your landing gear extensions. This is the remote and the drop mechanism. This is the bracket that holds the drop mechanism on your TacMount. This is the TacMount itself, and here is our rest tube. The first thing we want to do is install the landing gear extensions. Very simple to put on. Slide over the landing gear. A little bit of gentle push on them will be enough to make them snug up onto the landing gear. That just gives us a little bit of room underneath the aircraft to be able to place the X10 TacMount. Next, we want to install the TacMount to the underside of the aircraft. Simply slide underneath the aircraft, and you'll notice it sits nicely right on top of the screw holes, which is where your light kit or your speaker can mount. And we're going to take our screws and we're going to fix them to secure the X10 TacMount to the frame. The TacMount is also designed and engineered to allow SKYDIO accessories to be attached as well. So with the TacMount securely on the aircraft, we were also able to put the floodlight on that side, and on this side we could put the speaker if we so chose to. You'll also notice the way it's positioned underneath the belly. The TacMount sits far enough back where the obstacle avoidance does not see the mount. So you can keep the TacMount on permanently on your aircraft and use it when needed, as opposed to having to put the screws on each and every time. Now that we have the TacMount securely positioned on the aircraft, now we need to set up our drop mechanism. Those pieces are pretty simple to do. We take our servo, we're going to slide it onto the drop plate, which has the Velcro attached to it. There's a power button on the side. You flip that on, you'll notice it's going to splash red. Same with this, the controller, we're going to power it on till hold the button down until the green light comes on. And on the side there's a white button. I can hit the button and it'll open and close our servo from the servo itself, and then I can also open and close it from the remote. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to secure the payload onto the dropper. Pretty simple to do. We can adjust our Velcro, loosen it up for us to put the payload on. We want to get it as snug to the bottom as we can, whichever way fits the best. We're going to open the servo up, take our key ring there, and I'm going to lock it in there. So now it is hanging on there. It's a little loose, so what we're going to do is I'm going to tighten it up. So now it is securely fastened to our bottom plate. Now that we have the rest tube securely fastened to the drop plate, we just need to attach it to the aircraft. Something to note, this can stay in this formation all the time. You can keep it in your kit, you can keep it in your drone case, whatever, ready to go. So at a moment's notice, you can quickly throw it onto the aircraft and ready to deploy. To do that, very simple. You'll notice there's dovetails on the bottom of the drop plate and then also on the bottom of the TacMount. The rest tube is designed to center mass right below in the center of the aircraft. So when you place this on, you're going to come from the bottom. We're going to slide it up. You're going to snap it in place. And now it is secured onto the aircraft. All right, now we simply fly the aircraft over top of our target, and then to deploy it, we simply hit the unlock button and it deploys our payload. Very simple. Next, we will go over some tips and tricks with you to make this more useful in your everyday kit out for your aircraft. Okay, so an important tip is if you look at the aircraft, we got the payload ready to go. Rather than do the hand wave calibration, because in order to fly with the obstacle avoidance off, we have to do the hand wave calibration. However, if you program one of your hot buttons, in this case it'll be C1, to disable obstacle avoidance, you can launch the aircraft, and as soon as the aircraft leaves the ground, you hit C1 to disable obstacle avoidance, and there's no need for doing the hand wave calibration. So let me show you how that looks. So we're going to launch it, and as soon as the drone leaves the ground, hit C1, disables the obstacle avoidance, and now the aircraft is ready to go.